Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. I'm your host, JP. Today, we got a very special event for you guys. We got 13 artists all competing for an opportunity to move on to our championship round to compete for our grand prize of $50,000 in cash. Artists submit their music to get judged by our panel of judges, and they get two passes from our judges. From our three judges, they move on to the championship round to compete for our grand prize. So let's introduce our judges one at a time. Starting off with Polo. He's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, how's it going, man?
Going good, bro. How are you?
Good, good, good. As you know, we always have a question for our A&Rs. I just wanted to ask you, how important is it for new artists, to try to get on playlists and such as Spotify, Apple Music, and or on YouTube, things of that nature?
It's important, but it's not end all. It's obviously just creating out, a name for themselves. Building up the numbers. It's also about YouTube. You know what I mean? So building up your YouTube numbers. It is important. I think eventually, but it's not like end all be all because obviously a new artist is not gonna get a rap caviar. You know what I mean? Off the rip, unless the song is straight undeniable and it starts to go crazy on the internet. But it's not. I don't. You're not gonna see a brand new artist on rap caviar. You know what I mean? You might get New Music Friday or Most Necessary and stuff like that. But I mean, it's good to aim for those things. Obviously, that's where PR kind of helps as well. But it's not end all be all because there's a lot of upcoming artists. It's hard for them to get on a playlist, but obviously try for it, but build your numbers up, still build your streams up, build your Instagram up, build your YouTube page up. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, YouTube views are important. So that's a tricky question because again, it's not saying that a brand new artist is not automatically going to get all those playlists because we pitch every week, every time we release song, we pitch for playlists and it's not always guaranteed, even with a artist that's established. So that's kind of tricky. Whereas I say it's important, but it's not as important at this moment in their career. No, I think down the line, once they become a little bit more established, now they were the record label. I think that's where it starts to become more important. Now I think now is just building up your name. You know what I mean? Building up your catalog and just consistently releasing music to stand out. I think that's what's important.
For
So
sure.
JP, you be trying to trick me with them questions, brother. The thing is that I know this all. I know it all, Pete. Like
I
I've
know,
been
man. With all that experience, I gotta hit you with the
here.
hard questions, man. Thanks, Polo, for joining us today. Let's move on to our next judge on today's lineup. He is a planner producer for 808 Mafia. He's worked with artists such as Lil Wayne, Gucci Mane, and many, many more. You guys know him by Sweet. Sweet, what's going on?
Hey man, what's up?
How's it going, Sweet? My question for you today is, you heard some of the names I just mentioned today, but you also work with a lot of international artists from different countries. And I wanted to ask you, for these newer artists in the States, what are some good markets or some of the best markets outside of the States that they can try to break into? And how do you think they can get started on breaking in a different country?
Well, it depends where your fan base is from, you know. I mean, there's good music market as, like for example, Japan, UK, obviously, Germany, it all depends, where your fan base is, and you need to build your fan base, So you need to be active, promoting yourself, constantly putting out music, and then you can track, I guess, see where your fans are from.
Absolutely. Well said. Thank you, Sweet, for joining us today. And next up on our lineup, she's new to our online events. She's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. She goes by Sammy Scott. Sammy, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Our A&Rs. I just wanted to ask you. Some of these artists are new artists and independent artists. They may not know what a record label A&R is. So I wanted to ask you, what exactly does an A&R do? And maybe you can let us know, some artists that you're working with, at Atlantic Records.
Yeah, for sure. So, number one, A&R stands for Artist and Repertoire, which I feel like a lot of people don't know that. And then two, an A&R has so many components to it. people typically think it means like just finding talent and signing them, but it's so much more than that. And then it's also contingent on what type of A&R you are. There's record making A&Rs, there's A&Rs that just have the relationships, there's A&Rs that are in the studios, like intricacies of, oh, move this here, cut this bar out, things of that nature. But essentially, you're finding talent, you're finding songwriters, you're finding producers, you're putting them all in one room, you're creating hit records, you're creating projects. You're also the liaison in the label between the artist and the team and all the different departments at the label. Therefore, it takes time to put together records. It takes time to put together projects. So let's say it takes a year for you to put together a project. Your job as an A&R is to keep the artist happy and busy and with different creatives, as well as keeping the building still excited, regardless if they don't put music out for a whole year. So it's a lot of variations to it, but
That's what's up. And what are some
and
artists?
as far as like people that I've worked with or
Yeah.
that I'm currently working with, I did co-A&R A Boogie, Hoodie Season, Cardi B, Pressed, then a few other projects definitely at Atlantic. And right now I have an artist named Callie who has a record called that's going crazy. So yeah.
All right, that's what's up. Thank you for joining us on today's online event. We're gonna get started with our first artist on the lineup today. They go by a couple artists. They go by Zig and Nana Sav. Give me 1 second while we bring them into the Zoom.
Yeah, hello.
And Zig, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
So where you guys from? I'm trying to bring in Nana. He goes right here. Give me 1 second while I. There he goes.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn my camera on. I'm sorry.
It's all good. So let me know where you guys from.
I'm from Harlem, from New York, Harlem.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay, that's what's up. So we got your song here, Army of Two. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's your song about?
Yeah, Army of Two. What it is that like me and Nana Sav like together like we not really a group, but they know that we move pretty much like a duo. So it's pretty much like me and him, we already an Army of Two. But like what the song is really about is just how like it's really like growing up hard and stuff like that. And a lot of times you can't really trust nobody. So it's like the only thing you can really trust is yourself and what you use to protect yourself, whatever that may be. And that's really the Army of Two.
Okay, that's what's up. Before we get into your song, give us a quick shout out to you guys' social media. Where can everyone find you guys' music?
You can add me on Instagram. Call me _Zah ZAHH. Nas, what's yours?
Looks like
he said he kicked him out. I don't know his off the top of my head, but since he kicked out, I know his like official Nas. But I know y'all can look at us on YouTube, ZIG, Z.I.G, and Nana Sav. We got Army 2 out, YouTube, all platforms and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right, cool. Sounds good. So yeah, it looks like Nana's having some connection issues. We'll try to bring him back after we play his song. But for now, let's get right into you guys' track. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Yeah.
Nigga, but I don't rock with you. If you a sucker or a hater or a cop, nigga. I do my videos with rock, nigga. Live by the code, stick to the code. We all we got, nigga.
Mason.
I'm gonna say where I came out, just know that a nigga ain't pussy. Solo, dolo is the only way that I roll. If I got myself, I'm goody. Can't trust none of these niggas, can't trust none of these bitches, you know how they move. Better invest in a pistol and keep that shit with you. Go around like an Army of Two. Wasn't always a beast, yeah, I used to be chillin'. No Batman and Robbins, I turned to the villain. Now I put 6 in his head like he killin'. Had to show niggas I'm not with the gimmicks. Just to play ball at the hop over fences, we was in the kitchen, I'm not making chicken. I remember back when them boys wouldn't listen. Now I wanna come on, so I got their attention. When I needed help, everybody went missing. Look at my hand, it was all I was given. Had no handouts, only time that my handouts when I'm guarding my chicken. No niggas on missions, niggas in kitchens. I know some niggas giving pay their tuition. I don't care what you do. Go get you some chicken, go get you a bag, get your ass out the trenches. I just wanna make it my world while I'm still living. No, it's solo, dolo, so I ain't tripping. If a nigga try to disrespect, long live him. Nigga try to fuck with us, go missing. I'ma go the same way I came out. You fuck with us and go with that victim. I keep that Glock with my side, so if I die, it's probably gonna be with them. I'ma go the same way I came out. Just know that a nigga ain't pussy. Solo, dolo is the only way that I roll. If I got myself, I'm goody. Can't trust none of these niggas, can't trust none of these bitches. You know how they move. Better invest in a pistol and keep that shit with you. Go round like an army of two.
And I'm coming direct, demon time, I'm really demonized. You cannot be from mine, IR. Improvise, recognize, I'm just a goat in the flesh to a nigga die EC. Eye to eye, criticize, the niggas sleeping on me till they visualize NT. Y'all niggas terrified, I'm trying to take your spot, wait, never mind. I'll be working too hard with my recognition. Look, me, I stuck on me at improvisions. I've been waiting on my turn with my benediction. Lyrical motherfucker, I'm a lyricist. Tired of this drill rap, nigga, I ain't hearing shit. All his blah blah blah, keep hearing shit. Same line after line, overbearing shit. Phone on that white shit, fans electioneering shit. Don't give me I can up it, boy, I might will. Now you gon' hurt that nigga, boy, I might will. Might pop a willie on your block, it's a bike drill. Body this beat, it's my own, call me Mike Will. Feel too alive when this beat, that's alacrity. I was born to score, I'm always shooting with some accuracy. Been a stubborn kid since birth, that's refractory. How does real corrupted, we just living in depravity.
I'ma go the same way I came out. Just know that a nigga ain't pussy. Solo, dolo is the only way that I roll. If I got myself, I'm goody. Can't trust none of these niggas, can't trust none of these bitches. You know how they move. Better invest in a pistol and keep that shit with you. Go round like an army of two. Round like an army of two. Round like an army of two. Round like an army of two.
All right, that was Nana and Zig or Zig with their song. We got Nana back in here. This real quick, Nana, give us a quick shout out to your social media. Let everyone know where they can find your music.
Okay, my social media is the same for everything. So when you spell Nana, it's NA space NA space Sav SAVV. So you're gonna find me on IG same way. It's YouTube, SoundCloud, everything's gonna be the same.
All right, cool, sounds good. So we're gonna kick it off to our judges and see what they have to say about the track. Just give me 1 second while we bring them in here. Up first, he's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think about Nana and Zig's song?
I like the production on it. Thought the chorus was okay. First though, definitely the mix could have been better. I'm not sure if that's the best quality or what. I'm not sure it was just the video or I'm not. I just didn't hear it as clear as should be. So definitely better on the record. But I like the energy you guys brought. I just felt like when it came to the verses and it came to the club, it could have been a little bit tighter. But I like, again, I'm not mad at it. The structure is there. I think the energy is there. It wouldn't even be. It'll look good on stage. So I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give it a pass, but definitely come, with a harder record and make sure that the mix is definitely on point.
All right, there you have it. You got your first pass there from Polo. We still got 2 judges left to go. So let's kick it off to our next judge, see what they have to say about the song. He's a platinum producer, SWEDE. What did you think about GIZ and Nana's song?
Yeah, I think it was good. I enjoyed listening to it. The video was good too. Tighter, as Polo said, especially the dubs. But I definitely think they have potential, so I'm going to give them a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, SWEDE. You got your second pass there from SWEDE. So you guys are moving on to our next round to compete for our grand prize. But before we move on to our next artist, let's get your feedback from SAMMYE, and let's see if you could get the clean sweep and get 3 passes from our judges. SAMMYE, what do you think about GIZ and on a song?
I thought it was okay. I definitely felt like it could have been stronger. There were certain points in it that, it was cool, but overall, it was just okay to me. The mix definitely could have been better. It sounded very, very rough. But I'll give it a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, SAMMYE. So you got a clean sweep from all 3 of our judges. So congratulations, guys. You are moving on to the next round. Make sure to stay tuned after the event to see all the details on your prizes. We're gonna move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Zach Frio. Just give me 1 second while we bring them in. And it looks like we may be having issues bringing in Zach. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on their song, and we'll try to bring them in after we play their song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Rio. Menace. Big squad shit, nigga. You know how we coming, bitch. Squad.
Make the money flip.
Walked in this bitch with my hood on. Who the fuck in your blunt? What your wood on? Drill on the drill, that shit too strong. Came with the walk in the styrofoam. Shoot out some shootouts like sing alone. I'm a pimp, but I put on no Reaper clothes. If you live through this shit, then I tell a soul. Like we poppin' the bottle, gotta bless the pole. Ops in the wood, that's too strong. V's on my back, that's V long. Shells in the shirt, that's too strong. Block turn niggas in the cologne. Running time can't dress with a suit on. Go ahead, little bitch, get no smoke on. Pants on, grab a glizzy, I'm a toad on. Folks. Out here, key with a coat on. I was posting in the trap with a coat on. Before we match, gotta see who you puff on. Pimp daddy, don't matter who she take home. Trap nigga walked in with ballistics on. Walked in this bitch with my hood on. Who the fuck in your blunt? What your wood on? Drill on the drill, that shit too strong. Came with the walk in the styrofoam. Shoot out some shootouts like sing alone. I'm a pimp, but I put on no Reaper clothes. If you live through this shit, then I tell a soul. Like we poppin' the bottle, gotta bless the pole.
Flip man, this beat is just too strong. Make a bitch shake that ass like a Luke song. Me and bro go to work, throw our boots on. Step on you and we bring all the troops on. Bitch, I'm dripping, you dry like a crouton. At the stool, let her chew on the futon. 10 to 10, 7 treasures, got one times. Keep a sword coat bad like Mulans. Glock 19, that's too strong. Can't see it when a nigga got goose on. Shit got too hot, throw truce on. You a bitch, little nigga, that's too strong.
Walked in this bitch with my hood on. Who the fuck in your blunt? What your wood on? Drill on the drill, that shit too strong. Came with the walk in the styrofoam. Shoot out some shootouts like sing alone. I'm a pimp, but I put on no Reaper clothes. If you live through this shit, then I tell a soul. Like we poppin' the bottle, gotta bless the pole. Ops in the woods, that's too strong. Shot off the hood, that's too strong. Shells in the shirt, that's too strong. Glock turn niggas in the colognes.
Say go or something, you know? I'm gonna tell you. Action! What you gonna say, man? That Westside man says he spent 4 days in jail and was aggravated battery to an op ran up to him, slammed him against a brick wall, and smashed his head. Oh, that's too strong, yeah.
All right, that was Zach Frio with his song. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about it. Up first, he is a platinum producer for 808 Mafia SWEDE. What did you think about Zach Frio and his song?
My bad. Yeah, I think it was cool. In my opinion, the vocal mix of the hook was too spread out. I would just kept the lead in the middle instead, and just back it up with left and right dubs. But I like the overall vibe. I think it was hard, so I'm giving it a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, SWEDE. You got your first pass there from SWEDE. Let's kick it off to our next judge, see what they thought about it. He's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think about Zach Frio and his song?
I thought it was okay. The vibe was cool. But just like overall, just the overall writing could have been better. I like the too strong thing. I guess what they were trying to do with the little repetitive part, but still could have been better. I just felt like in the hook, um, I was able to catch the first part of the hook, but I feel like the second part was just a little too wordy or a little bit too much. It wasn't catchy enough. And then I just felt like the verse was just okay. I'm gonna be honest, you know, the video probably could have sold me a little bit better. I just felt like the video was cool, just one scene in the studio. So that kind of didn't really maneuver me over to passing them. So I'm gonna say it's a no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is a no pass. So we got a tiebreaker. Still needing one more pass to move on to the next round, leaving it all up to Sammy Scott. Sammy, what did you think about Zach Frio and his song?
It was honestly, it was just okay to me. There was nothing that really stood out or grabbed my attention or even kept my attention. I think if you just go back in and like focus on your hooks, always help because that's and then even if the video was just like you inside the house or doing whatever, um, you just got to be able to engage in and like captivate people into what you're doing. So people have the most basic videos all the time, like in a regular studio, on their porch, whatever, but something that's going to captivate people. So it's a no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sammy. Unfortunately, that is two no passes from our judges, so you won't be moving on to the next round, but make sure to check out the feedback email after the event to see what you can work on. We're going to move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by James Noble. Just give me 1 second while we bring them into the Zoom real quick. And James, what's going on? How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, chilling. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for asking. So let us know where you're from.
I hail out of Western Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So we have your song here that we're about to play. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's that about?
Yeah, it's a title track off an upcoming album called God's Work. So I was inspired one day. I was driving, going to work, and I drove by a billboard, and it was a billboard for victims of like domestic violence, and there was like a safe house for them. And I just the thought went through my mind. I'm like, man, these people are doing God's work, and just being a parent myself and been a pastor as well, work with people down and out, and I know that sometimes those kind of jobs, they're thankless. They don't get a lot of praise, So I just wanted to give a shout out to people that are in the trenches, doing their thing, thankless. Think there's no point in going on, and just to keep going. So that's the whole heart behind the song.
All right, sounds good. Before we get into your song, give us a quick shout out to your social media and let everyone know where they can find your music.
Yeah, J Noble Hip Hop. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, Facebook, all one word, J Noble Hip Hop.
All right, awesome. Sounds good. We're going to get right into the track. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
All right, appreciate it.
Yo, this another side of an honor of single mamas left to heal the trauma involving children of fatherless. And the opposite, y'all fathers on top of it, but your efforts going unnoticed like you anonymous. And as for trauma, love to first responders. Paramedics come across scenes straight out of Contra. Deal with slaughter and daily struggles unthought of. Don't know how I can do it, y'all like the bravest of conquerors. We ain't about the perks, man, this is God's work. We ain't about the perks, man, this is God's work. Though the job hurts, homie, this is God's work. Next in line, I need to offer acknowledgement. Those who underpaid, involved in teaching and scholarship. Feed the seeds of future leaders and doctors. They don't seem to profit, the urge for leaving is constant. But someone needs to step if we real about beating the darkness. Stand to be a beacon despite the bleeding and losses. There's a league of honor, they don't be needing a dollar. Doing heaven's work when it hurts, they heed the Father. We ain't about the perks, man, this is God's work. We ain't about the perks, man, this is God's work. Though the job hurts, homie, this is God's work. On the real, fam, this is God's work. We ain't about the perks, man, this is God's work. Though the job hurts, homie, this is God's work. Some who open the work in to heal the broken and hurting. See no hope and no purpose to put their souls in the service. Maybe took the leap just to meet an ocean of serpents. Wolves playing the sheep, there's no greater pain to defeat. So being hopeful is worthless. I hear that, gave a quarter of your life, hard to get those years back. Wanna bring the light, but can't hold the tears back. But the fight is not in vain, so no need to fear that. Even though it appears that all the top economists only call for rain with the chance of greed in politics. Leaders who deceive only serve the need for prominence. It's on you and I, need to unify the populace. Rally soldiers like optimists, we won't stop here. This the home stretch, homie, we in top gear. International defense, let me make the job clear. In the war for hearts, you're the tip of God's spear. Yeah, you and not the rear, fam, this is God's work. We ain't about the perks, man, this is God's work. Though the job hurts, homie, this is God's work. On the real, fam, this is God's work. We ain't about the perks, man, this is God's work. Though the job hurts, homie, this is God's work. Love to the single mom trying to feed the children. Love to the folks nursing people in the illness. Love churches fighting for the people, not the buildings. Airtight credentials, downright essential. Love to the honest cops shielding on civilians. Firefighters stepping to the plate if it kills them. Fire doesn't make a hero, homie, it reveals them. Airtight credentials, they're downright essential.
Whatever your service can measure your role, you have purpose. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, yeah. Whatever your service can measure your role, you have purpose. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Whatever your service can measure your role, you have purpose. Da-da-dum.
All right, that was James Noble with his song "God's Work." Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about it. Up first, he's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think about James and his song?
Definitely wasn't mad at this. I think he had a good message. It came through in the visual, came through in his verses, and then the hookup, put it all, tied it all together. So I'm definitely giving it a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. You got your first pass there from Polo. Let's kick it off to our next judge. See what she had to say. She's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Sammy, what did you think about James and his song?
I like the record. I thought it was meaningful. You know, I thought there was a message. The video coincided with the record. There could have been some stronger parts in there. But I'm gonna definitely give it a pass for sure.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sammy. Got your second pass from our judges. Let's see if we can get the clean sweep from SWEDE. SWEDE, what did you think about James and his song?
Yeah, I like it, man. It was definitely different, which is a good thing. production wise, I like the direction he went with it, with the live vibe, you know. But I think the production itself could have been better. I definitely think he has potential. I think he did a good job with the song. I really like the song, the message, and also I think the video was good. So it's definitely a pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sweet. Congratulations, James. You got the clean sweep from all three of our judges, getting 3 passes. And moving on to the next round to compete for our grand prize. Make sure to stay tuned after the event. We're going to send you an email with all the details on your prize. So yeah, we're gonna move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Gliss Zen. I'm not sure if we have him here in the Zoom. Doesn't look like we do, so we're just gonna get right into their song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Listen, what's your story? I tell her, baby, you ain't ready for that. And if you really know me, then you know I skip all the trap. You and I mismatch. I swear to God, I got the jiggiest the flows and you don't get that. They steady looking from a distance. I'm living rent free in the brain like I'm a permanent guest there. We gon' fuck up the remix. Shawty, please believe it. I was born a genius. I've been ballin' since a fetus. Young boy, get it now. I'm immune to weakness. No fake love on this side. She wanna get with this guy. Know that I'll hit it right. Know that I'll get live. Ass so fat. Split down the middle like a highway. This ain't no Burger King, but I'ma have it my way. Wild boy, blood running through my veins just like a track race. Since when did I give you permission to breathe in my space? City of the fallen. And I'm just trying to find a way out. Really think about it. They never really end up getting out. Oh, they never end up really getting out. Oh, they never end up really getting out. Oh, they never end up really getting out. No, no, no.
All right, that was Gliss Zen with his song Iced Out. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about the song. Up first, he's a platinum producer. Sweet, what did you think about Gliss Zen and his song?
I think it was a good record. I like his melodies. The mix could have been better, in my opinion. But I think he has potential, so it's best for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Swede. Got your first pass there from Swede. Let's kick it off to our next judge. See what they had to say. He's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think about Glisten and his song?
To be honest, I wasn't even feeling this record. I just felt like the use of the auto tune wasn't mixed right. I feel like vocally, I mean, yeah, melodies, but just with the auto tune on it, with the mixing, I just didn't think it hit the way it should have hit. And then I'm not really knowing what the song was about. Like I listened to it, but I didn't really get what it was about. And then the chorus didn't really grab me. So I'm gonna have to say there's no passage because it didn't really grasp me the way it should have, or you know what I mean? It didn't really. I don't get what the song was about. So I'm about to say it's a no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Polo. Still got one more judge left to go. Another tiebreaker for SAMMYE. SAMMYE, what did you think about Glisten and his song?
Honestly, I was confused about the record. I do like the melody, but I just feel like it wasn't strong overall. Yeah, I don't know what the song's about. The hook wasn't strong, nor were the lyrics. It was nothing that just gravitated me except for the melodies. But for me, that's not enough. So it's a no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, SAMMYE. Unfortunately, that is your second no pass there, Glisten. So you're not going to be moving on to the next round to compete for our grand prize. But make sure to check out the feedback email, to see all the things that you can work on. We're going to kick it off to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Lena Prima. Just give me 1 second while we bring her in. And Lena, what's going on? How you doing? Can you mute yourself? There you go.
You hear me?
I hear you now. How's it going? Where are you from?
Okay, I'm from Harlem, New York.
Okay, nice. That's what's up. We got your song here. It's called I'm Ready. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
My album is coming out Thanksgiving. It's named Trisha. This is one of the singles from Trisha album. I'm transgender, so I went the rapping route. I transitioned because I wanted to be like the first to ever like be in the industry and just doing it, and because this is my passion. The streets itself, they called me the TS Jadakiss because they said, yo, you got bars and you just fire and stuff like that. So I had a competition in Brooklyn, and for $2,000 I ended up winning. So they called me the 2K rap queen bitch. So I'm just going by that, and that's just my title for now. I've been rapping for a little while. This is my third album. I've just been doing my other albums is like on SoundCloud and stuff like that. But this album named Trisha is on all platforms. I'm dropping it Thanksgiving. My single is on all platforms. And I'm ready. It's just like I'm ready now. Like I got my material. I'm just ready to just take full force and just knock some doors down and just let the world know that it is what it is. Like,
all right, sounds good. Before we get into your song, give us a quick shout out to your social media. Let everyone know where they can find you.
My social media, my Instagram is Lena, LINA _McBride. That's MCBRIDE. My Facebook, I have two. One is Lena Prima, LINA PRIMA, and the other is Lena Savage, LINA SAVAGE.
Awesome. Sounds good. We're going to get right into your track. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
funny shit like on Crip, you make me feel like I'm that nigga. Like I ain't gotta fuck no other bitch but you. Cause you always the one that I need. You know?
Lena! 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 What you doing? You on that Teresa shit, girl? The traders out here, girl. Come on, get ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yo, A2, you crazy for this one.
I'm already like hot fish with spaghetti, like a thought bitch. Post ad bits who flippin' fetty, or a bad bitch who nails done. Plus the petty colors fall through my bundles. Ducky confetti, I'm ready, already gone. Touchdown in the town, bitch, I'm selling on. Gave him top till he brain dead, he super down. Crack the Dutch down in the G, I'm rolling stones.
Harlem drip, new Harlem fit.
Tavanini antique plus Robinson. Dior bag, my feast Balenciaga rim. Pop on Mexicans, nigga laundering. When it's me and niggas really mobbing in. Word the gang, my squad here, word the bang. Put a pussy in the oven, bitch, I'm on the pain. My aim is same, headshot my nigga, remove your brain.
The Harlem shit. East side of West, bitch. From 12th to Jeff, bitch. King Dome the Lex, bitch. 7th and 8th. Say that.
Yo, A2, you crazy for this one.
It's time to break through the pavement, get through the mud. Even though I'm hungry, still flip the drugs. Graveyard is my shift, dick just left the judge. Rambo left me his hand, dude turn crip the bloods. First 48 hours, my block is flood. Rain down on the op, bitch, let's hide the glove. Wild bitches is phony, you just a dub. When y'all chickens see me, just keep the hugs. Boom, 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 bitch, I'm fired up. He a white t-shirt, light is up. I'm a no-leash dog, bitch, I'm just a slut. Double beach, the staircase, thumb in my butt. For the condom, I'm a bottom. His anaconda, I'm in Johnson. For the problems, I will solve them. If she left alone, postpartum.
I'm really big out.
What you lacking, bitch?
Oh, you bum ass bitches who don't got no money in your pocket sucking dick for free, bitch. Like, you better eat up, like. I smack fire out you bum ass bitches who always looking at me funny, looking at my girls funny. My whole team is gang, bitch. You garbage.
Madison Street gang, bitch, jungle time. Yellow tape get blocked off, commit the crime. Mailbox the grip quick to ship the prime. Pitch the block with water, let's form a wine. Keep a hood nigga 63, you mad she? I think I'm ready for life. In the ivory, keep his face wet, my lace split, keep off the sea. Triller visit my nigga, who took the beat? His body up, he's out on bail. Don't watch my nigga, bitch, you kiss and tell. If it's not bricks or yayo, that Dave Chappelle. Zach Morris spikes it by the bell.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yo, A2, you crazy for this one.
All right, there you have it. That was Lena Primo with her song "I'm Ready." Let's kick it off to our judges. See what they thought about the song. First, she's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Sammy, what did you think about Lena Prima and her song?
So I'm Ready is like one of my favorite records. So I think that was dope that, you know, you freestyle to that. There were certain parts that definitely caught my attention. I was like, okay, she rapping. I feel like it should have been shorter because when you freestyle like that, you don't want to give people too much where it just feels like you're rambling, rather it be short and concise. And then I think the video was cool, but just way too long. Like the intro was entirely too long. And you got to understand people's consumers, their attention span is super short. You have like 15, 20 seconds to catch their attention before you lose them. So I think that can definitely be chopped down and just the video overall. But I give it a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sammy. Got your first pass there from Sammy, but we still got 2 judges left to go to see what they had to say. Up first, SWEDE, what did you think about Lina Prima and her song?
I think she's talented and she definitely got bars. On the other side, I didn't think the vocals and the beat went well together. To me, it felt like 2 different things, you know. And also, you know, that sample, if you're going to use that sample, you know, you got to make sure, you know, that you're doing something that, you know, it's even better than the original, if you know what I mean. But as I said, I think she's very talented, you know, so for that reason, I give her a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, SWEDE. You got 2 passes there, Lina, so congratulations. Move on to the next round. But before we move on to our next artist, let's see if you got the clean sweep from POLO. POLO, what did you think about Lina Prima and her song?
Definitely love the sample she used. I mean, it's one, like Sammy said, it's one of my favorite records. So I was excited about the sample. I just felt like the mix definitely took away from a lot. I mean, obviously, you know, you talk about punchline and you know, you got the bars. The mix kind of took away from that, you know, the clarity in me listening to the bars. A lot of the time, your vocals were like faded out into the beat. So I wasn't really catching everything. And then the ones I did catch, I thought it was cool. I didn't hear no real lines that kind of stood out to me, or you know, or give me a wow factor. There's potential there for sure, but I just feel like they said, like Sammy said, I feel like the intro was too long. I feel like the freestyle, because it's a freestyle, was definitely too long. It was 3 verses and there was no chorus. The chorus, if there was a chorus, it would have felt a little bit more like a record, but without the chorus, it's just straight freestyle. So after a while, it does sound like you're just saying a whole bunch of stuff. So just practice and narrow that down. And then also, you know, I'm being honest, it's a competition. I don't think this song would compete with anybody or compete with a real record going into that competition for 50,000. So I would have given it a no pass, but you know, there's definitely 100% potential with her. Just have to figure that out and structure her, and then come with a song. I mean, the freestyle is not going to really get you that, you know, far in this competition. So, you know, it's a no pass, but you got to pass for the judges. But I would come with a different record and at least come with a song going forward, because this is a competition and there's a lot of artists that have really good songs.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, POLO. A lot of valuable, a lot of positive feedback from all 3 of our judges there. Congratulations, Lina. You're moving on to the next round to compete for our grand prize. So make sure to check out the prize email we'll send you after the event. We're going to move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Sage the Prophet. I'm not sure if we have him here in the Zoom. Doesn't look like we do. So we're going to go ahead and move on to their song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
I popped out, I'm the man. Yeah. All these racks stay on me. Look at rubber bands, look at rubber bands. Look at all this cash. She did what I asked, so it's real her ass. Never chase a fad. All my niggas rad. All them niggas they ride for me. But my brothers they die for me. Load it up cause I'm firing. Effing ain't gon' retiring. Mama and yo blue and firing. He won't wake up, we won't cry for him. We won't cry for him. I popped out, I'm the man. All these racks stay on me. Look at rubber bands, look at rubber
real her ass. Never chase a fad. All my niggas rad. All them niggas ain't right for me. All my brothers they die for me. Loaded up cause I'm firing. Effing ain't gon' retire him. I'm an Annie Oakley when firing. He won't wake up, we won't cry for him. We won't cry for him. I don't really know if Father bless my soul. Just like I seen a ghost right, I switch my flow. These niggas can get close, no they can get close. I'm posted with my rope smith is in my glove. Who can I give my love to? Who can I trust? These bitches for the streets can give them no love. That's why I keep my faith in my God above. That's why I put my faith in my favorite gun. I've been trapping, I've been patient, yeah, for someone. Fuck with me, brought my AK and let's have some fun. Fuck with me, brought my AK and let's have some fun. Fuck with me, brought my AK and let's have some fun. Fuck with me, brought my AK and let's I popped out on the map, all these arts stay on me. Look at rubber bands, look at rubber bands. Look at all this cash, she did what I asked. So it's real her ass, never chase a fad. All my niggas rad, all them niggas they ride for me. My brothers they die for me, loaded up cause I'm firing. Effing ain't gon' retire him, I'm an Annie Oakley when firing. He won't wake up, we won't cry for him. We won't cry for him, I popped out, I'm the man. All these racks stay on me. Look at rubber bands, look at rubber bands. Look at all this cash, she did what I asked. So it's real her ass, never chase a fad. All my niggas rad, all them niggas ain't right for me. Then my brothers they die for me, loaded up cause I'm firing. Effing ain't gon' retire him, I'm an Annie Oakley when firing. He won't wake up, we won't cry for him. We won't cry for him.
All right, that was Sage the Prophet with her song Rubber Bands. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they had to say up first. He's a platinum producer. SWEDE, what did he think about Sage the Prophet and her song?
I think it was okay, but I didn't hear anything that really grabbed my attention. Also, I think the songwriting could have been better. She has a different sound, which is a good thing, but it wasn't enough for me to pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, SWEDE. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from SWEDE. I still got a couple of judges left to go. Let's see what they had to say. Polo, what did you think about Sage and her song?
I don't know, it's a little confusing just because I didn't. The mix obviously on her vocals need to be better. I just feel like they could have been up a little bit more to hear what she was kind of saying. I kind of got lost in some of the words. I don't know whether it was the verse or the chorus. I think she started with the chorus. I don't remember it, but a lot of her vocals were getting kind of drowned out sometimes. So I wasn't able to catch everything she was saying. But then there's also what I did catch, I was confused about what the song was actually about. It was the thing like two different parts. I like what she was gonna try to go into the melody part, but I felt like overall the writing and the delivery, the execution could have been better. So there's potential, but obviously she needs to get a little bit more comfortable with the writing, a little bit more comfortable in the recording process. I just feel like it's there, it's potential, but it's not there yet. So I'm gonna say it's a no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is your second no pass there. But before we move on to the last artist, let's get your feedback from SAMMYE. SAMMYE, what did you think about Sage and her song?
Honestly, I have to respect the fact that it was different, not like your typical records. But overall, it wasn't it for me. I was kind of lost. It felt like it was kind of thrown together. I feel like whoever was recording needs to like could go back in on her vocals, or I don't know if it's even if the way she recorded it or the auto tune. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's a no pass for me as well.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sammy. Unfortunately, that is 3 no passes from our judges. But again, make sure to check out the feedback email we'll send you after the event to see on the things that you can improve on. We're gonna move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Young K-Way. We got him here in the Zoom, so just give me 1 second while I bring him in. And K-Way, what's going on? How you doing?
Yo, how you doing, man?
Good. So tell us, where you from?
I'm originally from Troy, Alabama, but now I'm in Houston, Texas.
Okay, nice. So we got your song here, Path. Give us a little, give us a rundown on your song. What's it about?
Yes, sir. Path is basically about me chasing my dreams from the age of 14, going through all the trials and tribulations, like backstabs. I was homeless at one point. It was a lot of different stuff going on, but it's from my latest EP project, K-Way. And, I just felt like the song really didn't need no hook, but it got bridges and stuff, but I feel like the song gonna speak for itself.
All right, sounds good. Before we get into it, give us a quick shout out to your social media. Let everyone know where they can find your music.
Yes, sir. You can type me in on Google, Young K-Way, the regular Young Kway. And my social media is _Kway, DAREAL_Kway.
All right, perfect. So, we're going to get right into your track. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Yes, sir.
The path I chose, walking down this bumpy road, searching for my soul. Heart made of gold, but it's cold, trying to reach my goals. Straight out of concrete, cool roads, I know on my nose. Gotta show the world, I suppose, trying to stay on my feelings. But my mind be contradicting exactly what I'm feeling. These scars old, but they still healing. Love can make you the villain. Hey, insecurities make you timid, they don't know how I'm feeling. When you hurt, they treat you different. Dying on the inside, but I'm still living. It's so much pain, I made it through and I'm still grinning. Tell so many losses, but you know a nigga winning. I won't let them cross me, and I know it's just beginning. It's funny how the ones you love be the ones that teach you lessons. Your lessons, your lessons. And going through the pain, if you make it, you get your blessings. Your blessings, your blessings. I spit in rhymes that paint you pictures. I can show you vivid. Thoughts up in my mind and let you see why I'm prolific, to be specific. I'm ballin' while you niggas on your pivot. They say the key to learning is understanding your limits. Well, bitch, I'm infinite. I got no limits, just a heart of a giant. Even when I was small and timid, I watched them turn their backs on me. I guess that love was scripted. Learn to play my role, they can never play my position. I'm winning. It's not on me, it's in me. Only the real ones gon' feel me. What's love if it's empty? There's hate, but it's friendly. The only way that love turns into envy. Love you to death to all my enemies. Your love is what made me. 20 vision, I see it clearly. I'm focused on precision in my own division. Who you gon' compare to me? Diamond in the rough to check the clarity. The last of a dying breed, that's rarity. Can't see no similarities. They hate what they don't understand. They rather pull you down. The only time that they give a hand, they rather see you dead. A lot in them chains I can't explain. You give them love, they give you pain. That's how you lose your heart in vain. It's hard to maintain. Can't let my dreams go. Everybody say I'm next to blow. I might be gifted. I don't know if you didn't love me when I was low. It's K-Way, nigga, just in case you didn't know. This the path I chose.
All right, that was Young K-Way with his song Path. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about it. Up first, she's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Sammy, what did you think about Young K-Way and his song?
So I did like the beat. I thought the beat was cool. The record, it was cool. Like the lyrics and it was cool. It was all right. I don't know if it was the recording of it or what, but like it felt like it maybe if it was mixed out a little bit better, then I would have liked it a little bit more. But I did like the beat. It wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad. So I'm gonna give it a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sammy. You got your first pass there from Sammy. So we got two judges left to go. Let's see what they thought about it. Let's kick it off to Swede. Swede, what did you think about Young K-Way and his song?
Yeah, man, I like it. I think it was cool. I think it has potential. So yeah, it's pass for me.
All right, thank you, Swede. Congratulations, K-Way. Got a second pass there. Before we move on to our next artist to see if you got the clean sweep with Polo. Polo, what did you think about K-Way and his song?
I thought it was cool. I definitely liked the beat on it. It sounded like, it sounded like him, but then also sounded like a little bit like Fetty. Wop a little bit, gave me a little remnants of that. But I think the mix overall could have been better. And the fact that they had no chorus, it kind of felt like it was just one long verse. So work on that. I mean, you got the pass. I would give you a pass too. It was definitely like right there, you know what I mean? Like by the skin of your teeth. But I just think, come with a stronger record next round. It's not gonna go past the next round with this record. So definitely come with something stronger, something with a chorus, and make sure that the mix sounds better.
There you have it. Thank you, Polo. Congratulations, K-Way. You got 3 passes from all of our judges. Got a lot of positive feedback there, and they obviously see potential in you. So congratulations. You're going to move on to the next round. So make sure to check out the prize email after the event. We're going to move on to our next artist. They go by Fat Cool. Doesn't look like we have them here in the Zoom, I don't think. If you are in the Zoom, please raise your hand so we can bring you in. All right, doesn't look like it, so we're just going to get right into their song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Yeah, I fuck with no one for no reason, but I can as my mood changes like 4 seasons. And I need no reason, fuck behind no reason. And there was no reason yesterday I roamed Sweden. But if I fuck, it's lust. For some bitches it's trust, but I can trust the lust. For hip hop, it's just so tense. I'll take revenge as it's in the wind. For the old school G's, mama sheeps I'm against. I'm no one to take it as I'm not black or white. I look around, there's no left or stepped aside. I frown as I'm the only one left inside. I'm a brown who got something left inside. Other rap about pills, some rap about drugs, some rap about bills, some rap about clubs. If I do that, I'm not me, but you can still feel. Means even if I make a fist middle finger, you can still see. You fuck with me, but I'm sitting still serene. Like I still see, put dirt on me, but it's still me. You can still see, so clear as crystallize my feelings. You feel me? I know you can, as I can't even feel me. As I just smoke this joint, and I ain't lying. But if I tell you I was lying when I smoked this joint, even if I flip, my lines are still on point. And there's no fucking point to heal your joints. They're weak as fuck as I kill your points. It's a zero still as I give your points. If raps are art, you're not like me with drawings. Can't deal with a circle as I deal with drawings. And when it comes to pages, I just fucking have some, but I use it all on myself, so fucking there's none. Fuck you have a gun, which I use for fun. I can crush it too, making it two's just one. In that there's no cap, as I speak my mind. To show that I don't need a joint. I flow fast in my mind as I read these lines, but I slow that, so you don't need to rewind. No cap, as I speak my mind. show that I don't need a joint. I flow fast in my mind as I read these lines, but I slow that, so you don't need to rewind. They try to give me head, I already got one. I'm tired of getting it, already hard count on your rhymes and face. Now maybe I'm done. No, I'm not, bitch. You'll get it daily, have fun. As my mundane do not change, maybe the fame will not change. She's crazy Monday, I got name, and Sunday I got stains. But I can make something out of nothing until this pain I got fades in my blood, so that I make page out of my veins. My guts will not shut until I kick out of your butt. I get a kick out of your butt when I get my dick on this slut. When I get my dick on this slut, every fuck I shit on this slut. I shit on this slut to make a sick audio cuts. This middle finger got stuck and she don't give a fuck. I still got her up, but she don't need a fuck. A 6 time was enough and I'm not fucking done. I thought it's easy what you want when you spread your cunt to others. Wanna be your love, can be someone's only one. You should feel it while you fuck them 100 times at once. Sad and thought about it, can't fuck 100 times at once. Can't read infinite lines, but can find a one single rhyme to describe how fed and how it all was. But fuck it, I've cut off ties after what is said and done. I can't love no one, cause all you gotta said and hun. With respect for non-slugs from a gentleman, which I was once. That's why there's no cap as I speak my mind, to show that I don't need a joint. I flow fast in my mind as I read these lines, but I slow that, so you don't need to rewind. No cap as I speak my mind, to show that I don't need a joint. I flow fast in my mind as I read these lines, but I slow that, so you don't need to rewind.
Good.
All right, that was the artist Back Cool. Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about this song. First, he's a planner and producer, SWEDE. What did you think about Vakul and his song?
I see the direction he wanted to go with this, but I think everything from production to mix and also his vocal delivery need to be better. So unfortunately, I have to say no pass.
There you have it. Thank you, SWEDE. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from SWEDE. Still got 2 judges left. Let's kick it off to our next judge. She's an A&R director at Atlantic. SAMMYE, what did you think about Vakul and his song?
I was honestly a little confused. Like it just sounded very distorted. The beat didn't gravitate me. The lyrics didn't gravitate me. I just think he needs to continue recording, to be honest. Like maybe get in with some other creatives and bounce ideas off them to see, as far as lyrics, to see what they come up with, work with different producers outside of who he worked with for that track. It's a no pass for me.
There you have it. Thank you, SAMMYE. Unfortunately, that is your second no pass. Before we move on to our next judge, let's get your feedback from Polo to see what he had to say. Polo, what do you think about Vakul and his song?
Just it's just starting, you could tell. Just a lot of work that needs to be done. Get more seasoned with the writing, get a little bit more comfortable with the recording, and the overall delivery. I mean, you're reading it off of your notepad or your phone, seeing you could tell. You know what I'm saying? So just get more comfortable. I always tell people, man, even though you write a record, know the record before you go into the more comfortable. You can add your swag to it. You can swag it out more. I just feel like them reading it tells you this, that it's still early in the process. So he just needs more time, but right now it's a no pass.
There you have it. Thank you, Polo. Fortunately, that's 3 no passes for you, Vakul. We did get a lot of valuable feedback there from our judges. So let's move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Smooth Rick. Looks like we have me in the Zoom. So just give me 1 second while I bring them in. And Rick, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm good.
So tell us where you're from.
I'm from Miami, but right now I'm in ATL, Atlanta.
Okay, nice. We got your song here, No Hook. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's that about?
Yeah, so No Hook is basically a song on one of my first album actually. It's a song where I'm just talking about me basically on the come up and some real world situations that happen as well. Not with me, just in the world, like by itself, that could happen.
Okay, sounds good. Before we get into your song, give us a quick shout out to your social media. Let everyone know where they can find your music.
It's Smooth Reek on all, like on everything. My social media is Smooth Reek, exactly how it's spelled. And yeah.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. We're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while you load it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Reek. Gang. Once they told me that I had COVID, I knew that was cap. They was trying to test me, take me out so I could get the vax. I never fold, won't let my limits get pushed to the max. Baby, where you going? Told her slow down, be patient, just relax. Man, I'm going bar for bar. Who you think could go with me? I'm a competitive ass nigga, so I'm gon' compete. But ain't no competition when it comes to spazzing on this beat. Listen to them old heads when they tell you stay up out the streets. Y'all know when I go off, I could turn into a different beast. It's like I got magic, I join forces with my energy. Put my life on pause so I can make peace with my enemies. I'm just not getting hot, I don't think y'all wanna feel me. I play my cards right, man, I'm out here gambling for my life. You got your cards swiped, these scammers, they ain't even thinking twice. I just made $1 million, you know me, I spent that on some ice. Kinda glad I started rapping, cause it really changed my life. Okay. Knock, knock, open up the door, this is not pretend. Y'all got 10 more seconds, and if not, we gon' be breaking in. Put the money in the bag, tie the family in the debt. See how quick that happened when you call somebody else your friend. Vroom, vroom, boy, I'm going fast and I'm impatient. It's a lot of time on my hands and I know y'all been waiting. I ain't been on stage yet, but I know my heart gon' be racing. Can't get locked up in no cell, cause that's just more time that I'm wasting. See, I don't need no hook, I never did pick up a book. Look at that boy, I got him shook. Just brought a chain, he got it took. See, in this life can't be no rook. Just scored the ball like Devin Book. I make sure that my girl could cook. I bet I know a couple crooks. Yeah, yeah. Couple crooks? Couple what? Couple what? I was only 17, I had a lot up on my plate. Up on my plate? Up on my plate? What? I was only 17, I had a lot up on my plate. I turned 18, I'm getting older, that's a lot I had to take. Oh, you think you fancy, you got a degree, how much you make? 20K, okay, that's decent, but we still gon' raise the stakes. You would think that I was crazy the way I be switching lanes. Driving cars, I'm going fast, I'm doing donuts, I'm insane. They, I really hate to play you, but it's all part of the game. They won't notice till you blow up, they won't even know your name. I don't even want the title, I don't even want the fame. Triple moves just like I'm Curry, shooting half court like I'm damn. Even though I took some losses, I can't bow my head in shame. Remember when I used to practice, I would go hard in the rain. I was a quiet kid till I had to turn it up a notch. Now I'm out here getting famous, living life. And if I'm good at what I do, then why would you think I can stop? I can't hang around no stitches and I cannot talk to cops.
All right, that was Smooth Reek with his song No Hook. Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about it. Polo, what do you think about Smooth Reek and his song?
I'm still in the middle of this.
Gotcha. Polo's still checking it out. Let's move on to our next judge, SWEDE. What do you think about Smooth Reek and his song?
Yeah, man, I like it. I wish the mix was better, but I like this energy, and I think he has potential. So I'm gonna give him a pass.
There you have it. Thank you, SWEDE. Got your first pass from SWEDE. Let's kick it off to SAMMYE. See what she thought about it. SAMMYE, what do you think about a Smooth Reek?
I like it. I like the energy. I like the confidence. I like the there's an urgency for it from the tempo of the record, from how he's rapping, the cadence, and from the tempo of the beat. I agree with Sway. Like if the mix was a little bit better, you know, that would help for sure. But we can work on that because I think the foundation is there of the record. So
there you have it. You got your second pass there from SAMMYE. So congratulations. You will be moving on. But before we move on, let's get your feedback from Polo. See if you got the clean sweep. Polo, what did you think about Smooth, Week, and his song?
Yeah, great energy. Definitely came with it. I just feel like the mix was a little bit better. It was great, but I love the energy. I love the rec, the beat. I like what he was saying. So yeah, for sure, the pass would be.
There you have it. Congratulations. You got 3 passes from all of our judges. And we'll be moving on to the next round to compete for $50,000 in cash. So make sure to check out the prize email after the event. We're going to move on to our next artist. They go by Bubba Kid Foster. I think we have him here in the Zoom, so just give me 1 second while we bring them in. And Bubba, what's going on? How you doing?
How's it going, man?
So, where are you from?
I'm from Feasterville, Trevose. It's the suburbs of Philadelphia, actually. So.
Okay, nice. We got your song here. It's called Sick and Tired.
It's right? Sick and Tired or Sick and Tired. The second, it's backwards. It's like aesthetically pleasing now. I like to think outside the box a little bit.
Gotcha.
So I think the song speaks for itself. I'm just a young man trying to navigate today's crazy world. I feel nowadays most people get caught up trying to do too much. I actually changed my name back to I don't go by Bubba Kid anymore. I go by Tyler Phillip Foster, just my name. Gotcha. So so it speaks for itself, just trying to navigate crazy world. I think you guys talk about a lot of potential on here. I believe I got plenty of potential. The video you're seeing, I shot it all with my iPhone. So just trying to figure stuff out, try to surround myself with the right people, work with the right people. So that's pretty much it, man.
All right, cool. Sounds good. Before we get into it real quick, give us a shout out to your social media.
You can follow me on Instagram at Tyler Phillip Foster. It's Phillip with 1 L. So yeah, it's pretty much, you can find me on YouTube, SoundCloud. That's pretty much it right now. So.
All right, cool. Sounds good. We're going to get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while you load it up.
All right, sounds good.
Sick and tired of being tired. Look around, like this is it. Mind and body rewire. Crashed off his skateboard into the bed. Least I know, felt the pain when I ate it. Shawty made me food and I ate it. She asked me how it tasted, said it could taste much better in a better way. I'm sorry how I said that. Didn't mean to be rude. I'm just sick and tired of being sick. Sick and tired of being tired. Look around, this is a mind and body rewire. Look around like this is a mind and body rewire. Used to sing in the choir, plan to make it go higher. Sick and tired of being sick, sick and tired of being tired.
All right, that was Tyler with his song. Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about it. Up first, she's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Sammy, what did you think about Tyler and his song?
Um, it was interesting. Like the sick and tired. Like I remember that. Obviously, that stood out. Eclectically, I think it had some parts. I just think overall, I just kind of got lost and it kind of drug out. But I think there was potential if you really, really fleshed out the record properly.
Gotcha.
So it's a no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sammy. Unfortunately, that is your first no pass. Still got 2 judges left to go. Let's see what they had to say. Up next, he's a planner and producer for 808 Mafia SWEDE. What did you think about Tyler and song?
It was definitely a different vibe, and I appreciate the fact that he's doing his own thing. But I think, he needs to work more on his tone and his delivery. So for that reason, I have to say no pass for now.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, SWEDE. Unfortunately, that is your second no pass. But let's get your feedback from Polo. Polo, what did you think about Tyler and his song?
I agree with with my fellow judges. Honestly, it's cool. Like the fact that it was just him. It was him. It was just different. Like Sammy said, I feel like the one part kind of stood out, but overall, I just thought the writing, the recording, the mix, and the videos just seems early. It's just still in his early process. I think he has to find himself, get more comfortable. I tell people, man, like this is like a basketball player. They go into the court shooting jump shots every day. You know what I'm saying? They're shooting free throws every day. They dribbling every day. They shooting 3 points every day. Rappers got to do that. Artists just write every day. Practice in front of that mirror. Record. Go to the studio. Like, got to get more comfortable with that because we can tell in your vocals. We can hear it. You know what I mean? We can see even if you come in with a song the way it's mixed, like the way this one's mixed, and you allow that to be your presentation. That tells you that you're still early in your process because the first thing I would make sure is that every word is clear. You know what I mean? Everything's crispy, clear, and it sounds good before I even put it out. So, I give it to him. He has potential, but it's still early in the process. He has to get more seasoned. So, no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Fortunately, that is 3 no passes, but got a lot of valuable feedback from our judges there. Let's move on to our next artist. They go by Nico Dreams. Doesn't look like we have him here in the Zoom, so we're just going to get right into your song.
If you talk about smoking, you think I'm a home or knock on the dust of the dash straight. I know haters who move on the block, I don't clean up the ops, I ain't talking no cascade. If you miss a talk shit, then I'm busting his lip, but I'm focused on robbing and fast pay, tapping those capping, but actions are clapping and moving it back to the dollars. Back change. Hold on, new whip, it's a Benz. It depends, hold on. Shorty sucker, she a fan, 30,000 in Japan. Never hate it, cause I'm bound to make it. I can never hate it if she overweighted. Got the baddest brothers, bullets, levitation. I ain't gotta make it to make all the paper. I flex on these bitches, nobody got the ass. Making too much money falling on my ass. Open the Jaguar, gotta get this cash. I'm spending it fast and make it bad. If you talking my name, you get it smacked. I wanna go turn you to a pack, but I got brothers, so shoot her for a bag. Ain't little boy, shoot her for a bag. Hold on, man, I swerve a new big buddy piece and it's hurting. Talk about Nico, a fight when in person. Speaking in cursive, out of the bookies, back to action dollars. Holla offer satisfaction. I ain't rapping capping when I'm rapping snapping. I ain't talking inches when I'm talking backing. And I'm back in this bitch. I get a Glock, it'll tear you apart. I ain't talking a lethal, but you need this discourse of all the havoc. I'm Mercedes switching, but it's automatic. I ain't talking magic. Shoot it faster, Cadillac, you ain't kind of macking, caught you mega macking.
All right, that was Nico Dreams with his track. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about it. First, he's a platinum producer, SWEDE. What did you think about Nico Dreams and his song? It just sounds like the judges might still be checking it out. Let's try Polo. Polo,
No,
what do you?
yeah, my bad. Oh, my bad.
Oh, go
You
ahead,
were
Polo.
asking me or?
Yeah, go ahead, Polo. What do you think about Nico and his song?
Another man with the mix kind of hurt him. You know, it was, sounded like sounded like it was okay. I caught some of the bars. I thought he was saying some stuff, but it was just the mix on it definitely didn't let me live with it. And then by the time I actually got to it, the song kind of like already ended. So you didn't really give us a chance to kind of ingest what he was doing. And again, it didn't sound too bad from what I was able to actually comprehend, but the mix obviously hurt it. So I'm gonna say no pass, just because again it was a full song, it was a freestyle, and then it was kind of cut short, and it didn't really stick out to me. It didn't really wow me. So
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is a no pass. But let's see what other judges had to say. Up next, SWEDE. What did you think about Nico and his song?
I think it was okay. I didn't find anything that really grabbed my attention, especially the presentation of the song wasn't good at all, in my opinion. The mix was bad. The song was very short. So my advice would be to upload like proper songs, like with verses, hooks, a good mix, and you're presenting your work, so you need to try to do your best, right? So unfortunately, I'd say no pass for this one, please.
All right, thank you, SWEDE. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from SWEDE. Before we move on, let's get your feedback from Sammy. Sammy, what did you think about Nico and his song?
I get the direction he was going in. I just feel like it wasn't properly executed. It felt incomplete more than anything. And I agree with SWEDE and Polo. Like the mix was horrible. But even if like the foundation would have been there, we could have probably overcome the mix. But it was just like SWEDE said, it's everything's a representation of you, and you got to understand, like when you're presenting this to someone, you got to make sure that it's all together. Should have a list of things that you check off: the mix, the quality, the beat, your vocals, like everything. I think you should have to go over before submitting something, because first impression's everything. So just always keep that in mind.
There you have it. Thank you, Sammy. Well said.
I'm sorry, it's a no pass.
Gotcha. So yeah, it's 3 no passes from all 3 of our judges. A lot of valuable feedback from them, so make sure to check out that feedback email. We're gonna move on to our next artist. They go by Audi. Just give me 1 second while we bring them in. Got a couple artists left to go. We got Audi and one more artist after this. And Audi, what's going on? How you doing?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Where you from?
I'm from New Orleans.
Okay.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear, but we can't see you. There you go. So we got your song here. It's called Dre Reminiscing. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
It's about like memories from the past, about like what people go through is relatable, and like stuff to like Black Lives Matter and stuff. Like they.
Okay. I hear you. So before we get into your song, give us a quick shout out to your social media.
My social media is Instagram, ID at Empty Building.
Okay, sounds good. We're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
I lost day ones, I lost brothers, I lost niggas I grew up with that I thought would still be with me. TC still the gang, gang.
I lost too many niggas from the chain gang getting shot at. I'm starting to wonder why these niggas fake, but I can't let them niggas get in the way because I'm on a paper chase. I lost too many niggas from the chain gang getting shot at. I'm starting to wonder why these niggas fake, but I can't let them niggas get in the way because I'm on a paper chase.
Losing my niggas to some gunshots. Niggas showing fake love, they'll never stop. Got shot a few times, my mama cried. Hoping I survive because my brother died. I was broke, I ain't going back now. If I buy your bitch a Gucci bag, she ain't coming back now. Sliding in the foreign with my seat back now. Can't trust a hoe, cause these hoes saying niggas up now. Chasing money and never gon' stop now. Can't trust a soul, cause my day one snake me. But I gotta chase a dream, cause my family count on me. I lost some real niggas to the beef, then I jumped in the street. That shit changed me. Still saying R.I.P. cause the God's still with me. Fuck Quill, they can't get to me. I run up my money like I'm Rick D. I jumped in my bag, am in the foreign doing the dash on the interstate. Off them drugs, hoping I don't crash. I seen close friends turn. I had to fast forward to a better route, and I'm from the clear where niggas tryna make it out.
Many niggas from the chain gang getting shot at. I'm starting to wonder why these niggas fake, but I can't let them niggas get in the way because I'm on a paper chase. I lost too many niggas from the chain gang getting shot at. I'm starting to wonder why these niggas fake, but I can't let them niggas get in the way because I'm on a paper chase. I reminisce by my loved ones and my dogs every day, from the yard to the grave. Every time I look up to the sky, I pray they okay. Fuck what a nigga say, I gotta take charge and go full speed ahead. Many OGs told me learn from my story in actions. Don't travel on the same way because you the type that lead a pack through the jungle. I know you will be big one day, and I'm holding mine down like a man, and move my mama out the way and do what I gotta do to keep a smile on her face and get money every day and stick close to God and never look above no man. For my nigga Glenn, I'm praying. I lost too many niggas from the chain gang getting shot at. I'm starting to wonder why these niggas fake, but I can't let them niggas get in the way because I'm on a paper chase. I lost too many niggas from the chain gang getting shot at. I'm starting to wonder why these niggas fake, but I can't let them niggas get in the way because I'm on a paper chase.
All right, that was Ali with his song "Reminiscing." Let's kick it off to our judges to see what they thought about it. Up first, he's a platinum producer, SWEDE. What did you think about Ali and his song?
Man, I didn't really feel this one. I always try to find some elements that, grab my attention or something that is good. But, I have to say that everything from, the production was kind of outdated. Some sounds in the production was outdated, in my opinion. The mix was very bad, But besides that, the vocals need to be 100, And in this case, I think, the vocals wasn't, good. I think they need to go back and work more on the vocals, and make sure to set the auto tune in the same key as the beat, so the vocals were a little bit off, in some parts. So unfortunately, I have to say no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sweet. Unfortunately, that is your first no pass. We still got two judges left to go. Let's see what they thought. Let's kick it off to Sammy. Sammy, what did you think about Audi and his song?
Honestly, I just felt like there was no effort put towards it. I felt like, once again, it kind of with the last review, it's like you got to understand what you're putting out there in front of people. Like, are you listening to what's going on now? I'm not saying every record that's out right now is a hit or anything like that, but sonically understanding the height of where it needs to be, because it doesn't even make you want to listen to the full song, because there's nothing gravitating you, whether it be the cadence of how you're rapping or the beat or anything. I just feel like it's very, very early, and there's always room to grow, and that you should just continue recording, building your catalog. That's why people record every single day, or whenever you can get in the studio to record, and just um, see where you started to where your music is in the next 3 or 4 months. So it's a no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sammy. Unfortunately, that is your second no pass, so you won't be moving on to the next round. But before we move on, let's get your feedback from Polo. Polo, what did he think about Audi and his song?
Yeah, I think both judges kind of hit it in the head. It was harder to pass it just based on what they said, from the mix to the writing to the vocals. Just the effort could have been better. So it's a no pass for me. They kind of said it all.
There you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that's three no passes, Audi, but you got a lot of valuable feedback. Make sure to check out the feedback email after the event to see what you can work on. We're going to move on to our last artist on today's lineup. They go by Siobhan Alicia. Just give me 1 second while we load up her track.
Let me tell you how I feel, and you know I'll keep it real. Boy, I love you so, and you really gotta know that it's coming from my heart, my heart.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to
All right, that was Siobhan Alicia. Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about it. Let's kick it off to Sammy. Sammy, what do you think about Alicia and her song?
It's gonna be a no pass for me. I just feel like there was no effort put into that either. I don't think she should have recorded it through an app. I don't know, it's vocally or some app. I felt like the fact that you did record yourself singing, like, I don't know how many takes you did, but I feel like you should have done multiple takes, so you felt like, okay, this is the best that I feel like I can get this at. But I don't feel like that was it. And I feel like it was very incomplete. Like, it just abruptly stopped. So yeah, it's a no pass for me.
There you have it. Thank you, Sammy. Unfortunately, that is a no pass. Let's kick it off to our next judge, Polo. Polo, what did you think about Alicia and her song?
Yeah, I mean, how could that even compete, with full songs or people who act no pass? I mean, Sammy kind of said it on the nose, like, you could have put a little bit more effort to it. You could have went to the
on social media.
You can find me on Instagram. It's SWEDE828 Mafia.
All right, there you
Thanks
have it.
for having me today.
Always, thank you, Sweet, for joining us today. And our next judge on today's lineup, he's an A&R director at Rock Nation. You guys know him as POLO. POLO, where can everyone find you on social media?
On my Instagram, POLO_2X, just like it says right there.
There you have it. Thank you, POLO, once again for joining us. And last but not least, she is an A&R director at Atlantic Records. She's SAMMYE Scott. SAMMYE, where can everyone find you on social media?
SAMMYE SAMMYE_Scott SCOTT.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us today as well, SAMMYE. And for everyone watching that wants to join our next online event or any other of our other opportunities, make sure to go to coasttocoastlive.com. If you're watching on Instagram, just go click the link in our bio and you can submit your music there for any of our opportunities. Thank you everyone for watching the live stream. We'll see you guys on the next one.